Downtown New York, on a short street with a graveyard at one end and a river at the other, the rich are getting out of company limousines. On the flattened top of an Arkansas hill, the grandson of a late mogul is creating a ranch with the enthusiasm of a schoolboy. Behind a mahogany table in the caucus room of the United States Senate, 7 senators lean toward the television lenses. In Texas, an oil man, it is said, is taking out $200,000 a day.
America.
In Switzerland are those who never know winter except as the chosen occasion for sport. On southern islands, those who never sweat in the sun except at their February leisure. All over the world, like lords of creation, are those who by travel command the seasons. Here is the old whiskey and the new vice, the blonde girl with the moist mouth, always ready to go around the world. Here is the money talking in its husky, silky voice of cash, power, and celebrity.
America. America.
For all of the possible values of human society, one and only one is truly sovereign, truly universal, truly sound, truly and completely acceptable goal of man in America. That goal is money. And let there be no sour grapes about it from the losers.
America. Who rules America?
Is this thing on? Right, I'll speak up then.
You are the military industrial of the United States, the most dangerous body of men at present in the world. For you not only implement our disastrous policies, but are an overwhelming lobby for them.
Don't believe what you've been told by generals and CEOs. War for profit, nothing gained. How to erase this human state.
You people have been imposing your technology on underdeveloped regions, seducing native elites, arming them, and indeed often using them as a dumping ground for obsolete weapons. You have systematically entangled them in great power struggles. It is not in your interest, and you do not have the minds or the methods to take these people seriously as people.
Don't believe what you've been told by generals and CEOs. Short on life and long on pain, so please don't bleed
the economy. The wealth of a nation is to provide useful goods and services. An indefinitely expanding economy is a rat race. Worst of all, you've enthusiastically supported an essentially mercantilist economics that measures economic health in terms of abstract gross national product instead of concrete human well-being.
So don't believe what you've been told by DOD, the CIA, and CEOs. Don't you know these are the people who get high on shock and awe?
When the hammer is the only tool in your toolbox, then every problem is a nail. Problem is a nail.
Let's face it, you are essentially producers of exquisite hardware, but mostly with the crude aim of destroying things rather than creating anything, which is a much harder task. These remarks have certainly been harsh and moralistic, and ordinarily I would be ashamed to use such a tone, but you are the manufacturers of napalm and fragmentation
So don't
bombs.
believe what you've been told by DOD, the CIA, and CEOs. Don't you know these are the people who get high on shock and awe? These are the people who are just too big to fall.
Now that we've got that out of the way, what do you say we just let loose, let our hair down, and boogaloo? Come on, don't be shy. After all, this is what it's all about. You there in the back with the punch and the stars on your shoulders. I see you not participating. It's all about community. Come on, get up out of the chair. You in the front row. You don't seem to be enjoying yourself.
Have you heard of zones of free trade where children work for days on end, sewing buttons, making pennies for the Gap and Ralph Lauren? There's no dental in zones of free trade. In fact, they'll shoot you if you strike. Disenfranchised, disillusioned, these are the armies of the night. Oh, say, can you see? They're happy as can be, up in the world economy, reap the fruits of slavery. To the sweatshops and the factories, I'm sure your wealth will trickle down. But the only sound of trickling is the sewage to the ground. Oh, say, can you see? They're happy as can be, up in the world economy, reap the fruits of slavery. So I hope that you get lucky and your children will be born where zones of free trade are just a rumor, branded labels to be worn, branded labels to be worn. Oh, say, can you see? They're happy as can be, up in the world
resolution on corporate constitutional rights approved for presentation to the City Council by the Berkeley Peace and Justice Commission on May 3rd, 2004.
Whereas, under the United States and California constitutions, all sovereignty resides with we the people, such that people hold all inherent political power, and government derives its power from the consent of the governed. Whereas, corporation is not mentioned in the United States Constitution, rights were reserved for natural people, and yet by judicial interpretations, corporations gained personhood status, free speech, and other protections guaranteed by the Bill of Rights and the 14th Amendment.
We the people shining a light. We the people making a fight. We the people doing it right.
Let me give you an example.
Time Warner. Whereas, with corporate personhood and First Amendment rights, corporations dominate the political process, and by virtue of their enormous wealth, corporations wield much more influence over our government and over the media than do we the people.
Not a person.
Corporate influence over our government denies citizens our right to govern through a representative democracy. Corporate influence has made it difficult to maintain a living wage, a clean environment, affordable health care,
and quality education for all.
We the people late in the day. We the people having our say. What was given can be taken away. We the people taking a stand. We the people live by demand. We the people stop the age of the brown.
All right, now that you've got the idea, let's try this together. Ready? Nike, Microsoft, Apple, General Motors, Citigroup, JP Morgan, Merrill Lynch, Pfizer, Halliburton, Bridgewater, Morgan Stanley, Walmart.
We the people having our say. What was given can be taken away. We the people taking a stand. We the people live by demand. We the people stop the age of the brown.
We must guard against the military-industrial complex.
Whereas, the citizens of the city of Berkeley consider it to be our sovereign right and civic duty to recognize that corporations remain artificial entities and reject the concept of corporate constitutional rights based on corporate personhood or any other factor. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Council of the City of Berkeley supports amending the United States and California constitutions to declare that the expenditure of corporate money is not a form of constitutionally protected speech.
We the people late in the day. We the people having our say. What was given can be taken away. We the people taking a stand. We the people live by demand. We the people stop the age of the brown. The age of the brown.
Not a person.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Not a person.
Richard S. Fuld, Jr., Chairman and CEO of Lehman Brothers. The bottom line is that since 2000, you've taken home more than $480 million. Your company is now bankrupt. Our economy is in a state of crisis. But you get to keep $480 million. I have a very basic question for you. Is this fair?
I feel horrible.
Meet the sissy cheats, the bottom feeders of capitalism.
People who have decided that the best use of their entire lives is to make money off money with borrowed money. Casino capitalist is the kindest, gentlest name for what Wall Street people have become. They don't produce anything, they don't build stuff. They just use other people's money to make more money out of money.
So basically, we're fucked. Basically, we're screwed.
The sissy cheats are running. The sissy cheats are through.
So basically, we're fucked. So basically, we're screwed.
It's time to meet the sucker. The sucker boy is through.
This Wall Street gambling isn't even honest gambling. When the Wall Street fat cats lose, they run to the government to bail them out.
Please, Mommy, save us with a big suck on your taxpayer tit.
They not only cheat, they're sissies. When they lose it all to the casino, they say, hey, I want my money back.
You pay when they go up, you pay when they go down.
The sissy cheats are whining, we lost the money.
So basically we're wrong, so basically we're screwed.
It's time to meet the sucker boy is you.
What is a CEO? It's our modern version of an old-style monarch. It's good to be the king. You're the absolute ruler of a vast army of wage slaves in your corporation. And what is this corporation? Well, if a corporation were a person, it would be a sociopath. So as the CEO, you're the absolute ruler of a sociopath. You can fire thousands at a time while paying yourself millions. And when you screw up, you can walk away from a job lousily done with a golden parachute of $100 million.
Executives from AIG held this week-long conference at an exclusive resort in California.
You left your company so exposed, you go belly up and stick everybody else in America with it, and you're saying, oh, it was a market tsunami, as if you didn't help cause it.
How can you justify losing $15 billion in a 3-month period and still paying out bonuses?
The problem I have is that, honestly, America doesn't trust you anymore.
Listen to this one. $23,000 at the hotel spa.
So you were just gambling billions, possibly trillions of dollars.
They were getting their manicures, their facials, their pedicures, and their massages.
The shareholders of that company have nothing, and you walked away with $15 million.
While the American people were footing the bill.
You pay when they go up.